In the grand canvas of life, where each stroke of experience adds color to our existence, there's a compelling truth that often eludes us in the hustle of our daily endeavors. This truth, simple yet profound, is that the only limits that exist are the ones we place upon ourselves. Imagine for a moment the vast expanse of the sky. Birds do not question the limit of how high they can fly. They simply spread their wings and soar to heights unseen. Similarly, the seeds of potential within us know no bounds except for the barriers we construct around them. Have you ever asked yourself, what would I attempt to do if I knew I could not fail? This question isn't just a prompt for reflection, but a beacon guiding us towards the limitless potential that resides within each of us. Often, we find ourselves shackled by invisible chains, chains forged from fear, doubt, and past failures. Yet it is within our power to break free, to redefine the boundaries of our potential, and to embark on a journey that transcends the ordinary. This narrative we're about to explore isn't just a collection of words, but a call to action, a challenge to awaken the dormant giant within you that yearns for a life unconfined by self-imposed limitations. Our journey together will not only illuminate the path to transcending these barriers, but will also arm you with the tools and mindset needed to embark on a life of boundless possibility. But where do these limitations come from? They're often the offspring of our environment, the whispers of caution from well-meaning loved ones, and the scars left by our stumbles and falls. They're the ghosts of past rejections and the echoes of societal norms that dictate what can and cannot be achieved. Yet, for every voice that says it can't be done, there are those silent whispers within us that dare to dream, that yearn to break free and redefine the narrative of our lives. It's important to recognize that breaking free from these limitations isn't about discarding caution to the wind or embarking on a reckless pursuit of ambition. Rather, it's about recalibrating our internal compasses, about shifting our paradigms to see beyond the immediate hurdles and to envision a future ripe with potential and possibility. It's about cultivating a mindset that sees challenges not as insurmountable barriers, but as stepping stones on the path to greatness. As we stand at the precipice of transformation, let us ask ourselves, what limits have I placed on my potential? What dreams have I shelved due to fear of failure? It's in confronting these questions that we begin to peel away the layers of doubt and fear, revealing the boundless potential that lies beneath. Our exploration into the realm of limitless potential is not just a solitary journey, but a shared expedition. Along the way, we'll discover that the most profound transformations often occur not in isolation, but in the company of fellow travelers, mentors, and guides who have navigated their own paths through the wilderness of self-doubt and fear. So as we embark on this journey together, let us do so with open hearts and minds, ready to challenge the status quo, to question the limits we've placed on ourselves, and to embrace the infinite possibilities that life offers. This isn't just a journey of personal achievement, but a voyage of discovery where we uncover not only what we're capable of achieving, but who we're capable of becoming. In closing this introduction, let us take a moment to reflect on the vastness of the sky once more. Just as the birds soar without questioning the height of their flight, may we too find the courage to spread our wings, to soar beyond the limitations we've placed upon ourselves, and to embark on a journey of limitless potential. The path ahead is uncharted, the possibilities endless, and the only question that remains is, are you ready to fly? In the grand tapestry of life, each thread woven represents a choice, a decision, a moment that defines us. Amidst these choices, there exists a phenomenon as pervasive as it is deceptive, the illusion of limitation. This illusion, a mirage on the horizon of our potential, often appears insurmountable, a chasm too vast to cross. Yet it is precisely that, an illusion. The barriers we perceive, the chains we feel shackled by, are often of our own making, constructs of our minds that have been reinforced by society, by fear, and by past experiences. Let us delve deeper into this illusion, unraveling its fabric to reveal the truth beneath. It begins with a seed, perhaps a word of doubt from a teacher, a parent, or a peer. This seed, though small, finds fertile ground in the soil of our insecurities. Watered by our fears, it grows, branching out, entangling our aspirations in its vines. Over time, this growth solidifies, becoming a wall that separates us from our dreams, from the life we yearn to live. Yet, what if I told you that this wall, formidable as it may seem, is but a paper barrier, one that can be torn down with the right perspective, with the courage to question and the determination to challenge the status quo. The key to dismantling this illusion lies in understanding its nature, in recognizing that the limits we face are often self-imposed, born from our interpretation of experiences rather than the experiences themselves. Consider the story of a caterpillar confined to the ground, its world limited to the leaf it resides on. To the caterpillar, the sky is a realm beyond reach, a world of impossibility. Yet within this creature lies a potential it is unaware of, a destiny it cannot fathom. It is only through the process of transformation, of breaking free from the confines of its cocoon, that the caterpillar transcends its limitations, emerging as a butterfly capable of touching the sky. Like the caterpillar, we too are often unaware of the wings we possess, the potential that lies dormant within us, waiting for the moment of realization, of liberation. Breaking free from the illusion of limitation requires a paradigm shift, a change in the lens through which we view ourselves and the world around us. It demands that we shift from a mindset of scarcity to one of abundance, from a belief in constraints to a belief in possibilities. It challenges us to redefine failure, not as evidence of our limitations, but as stepping stones on the path to success, as lessons that guide us closer to our goals. To embark on this journey of liberation, we must first dare to dream, to envision a life unbounded by the artificial fences we've erected. We must cultivate the courage to pursue these dreams, to take the steps that lead us into the unknown, armed with the conviction that the only true limits are those we accept. The road to transcending our limitations is paved with perseverance, with resilience, and with an unwavering belief in our ability to overcome. It is a journey of self-discovery, of pushing beyond our comfort zones, of challenging the narratives we've been told and the ones we tell ourselves. It is a journey that requires us to be architects of our destiny, builders of our dreams, and warriors of our fears. In this quest, let us draw inspiration from those who have walked this path before us, from the inventors, the explorers, the artists, and the dreamers who dared to believe that the impossible was merely undiscovered. Let their stories remind us that history is written by those who dare to challenge the illusion of limitation, by those who refuse to be defined by the circumstances of their birth, the setbacks they've faced, or the failures they've endured. As we stand at the crossroads of our journey, faced with the choice between acceptance and challenge, let us choose the latter. Let us choose to see beyond the illusion, to recognize that the only real barriers are those we allow to persist. Let us choose to believe in the boundless potential that resides within each of us, in the power we possess to shape our lives, our destinies, and ultimately our legacy. In the journey toward realizing our fullest potential, we often encounter various obstacles that seem to block our path. Yet, upon closer examination, we discover that the most significant barriers to our success are not found in our external circumstances, but within ourselves. These self-imposed barriers, subtle and insidious, weave a web of limitation that can hold us back from achieving our dreams. Today, let's embark on a journey of self-discovery to uncover these hidden barriers and learn how to dismantle them. The first step in overcoming any obstacle is recognizing its existence. Self-imposed barriers are no exception. These are the beliefs and narratives we tell ourselves about who we are, what we're capable of, and what's possible for our lives. They are the I can't statements that echo in our minds, that I'm not good enough feelings that weigh on our hearts, and the it's just not possible attitudes that cloud our vision. But where do these self-imposed barriers come from? Often, they are the product of past experiences, shaped by failures, rejections, and the negative input of others. They are reinforced by society's expectations and the comparisons we make between ourselves and those around us. Over time, these barriers become so ingrained in our psyche that we accept them as truth, not realizing that they are merely perceptions, not reflections of our true capabilities. To recognize these barriers, we must engage in honest self-reflection. Ask yourself, what beliefs am I holding on to that limit my potential? Reflect on the times you've said no to opportunities because they seem too daunting, or the moments you've shied away from challenges because you doubted your ability to overcome them. These are the signs of self-imposed barriers at work. Once we've identified these barriers, the next step is to challenge them. This involves questioning the validity of our limiting beliefs and examining the evidence that supports or contradicts them. It's about shifting our focus from what we think we can't do to what we've already accomplished and what we stand to gain by pushing beyond our comfort zones. Remember, the beliefs that limit us today were not always there. They were formed over time, which means they can be reformed. Challenging our self-imposed barriers also means changing our internal dialogue. Instead of telling ourselves why we can't, we need to start asking ourselves, how can I? This simple shift in questioning opens up a world of possibilities, encouraging creative thinking and problem solving. Another critical aspect of recognizing and overcoming self-imposed barriers is understanding the role of fear. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, and fear of the unknown are often at the heart of our limitations. However, fear can also be a powerful motivator. Instead of allowing fear to paralyze us, we can use it as a catalyst for action, as a signal that we're on the cusp of something significant. Overcoming self-imposed barriers is not a one-time event, but an ongoing process. It requires persistence, resilience, and the willingness to continually push ourselves beyond what we previously thought possible. It also involves surrounding ourselves with people who uplift and support us, who challenge us to grow, and who remind us of our worth, especially in moments of doubt. As we journey forward, let us carry with us the understanding that recognizing and overcoming our self-imposed barriers is the key to unlocking our true potential. Let us replace the narratives of limitation with stories of possibility, courage, and resilience. Let us remember that the greatest barrier to our success is the belief that we have any. In the grand journey of life, where we navigate through a sea of endless possibilities and unforeseen challenges, there lies a powerful tool within each of us, often untapped, that has the potential to shape our destiny. This tool, this extraordinary force, is our mindset, the perspective from which we view the world, the lens through which we interpret our experiences, holds the key to transforming our reality. It's not merely about what happens to us, but how we choose to respond that determines the course of our lives. The power of mindset is such that in elevate the ordinary to the extraordinary, transforming barriers into stepping stones and failures into lessons. A mindset grounded in positivity and growth sees opportunity in every difficulty and potential in every setback. It understands that the most significant growth often comes from the greatest challenges and that resilience is forged in the furnace of adversity. Consider for a moment the story of a sapling growing in the crevice of a rock. To the casual observer, its circumstances seem insurmountable, its chances of survival slim. Yet, driven by an innate force, it pushes through the rock towards the light. This sapling does not lament its situation, but adapts, grows, and ultimately thrives. Like the sapling, we too have the capacity to overcome our circumstances, to grow beyond our perceived limitations. But it requires the right mindset. Adopting a growth mindset means embracing the belief that our abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication and hard work. It's about loving the process of learning rather than the need for immediate validation. This mindset thrives on challenges, viewing them not as evidence of unintelligence, but as opportunities for growth and self-improvement. The contrast to this is a fixed mindset, which holds the belief that our talents and abilities are static, that we have an inherent amount of intelligence or skill that cannot be changed. This perspective leads to avoidance of challenges, fear of failure, and a reluctance to put in the effort under the false premise that if you're truly talented at something, success should come naturally. But how do we cultivate a growth mindset? It begins with awareness, recognizing the language we use with ourselves and others. It involves changing our internal dialogue from "I can't do this" to "I can't do this yet." It's the difference between seeing effort as fruitless in the face of obstacles and understanding that effort is the path to mastery. Cultivating a growth mindset also means prioritizing learning over seeking approval. It's about valuing what we're becoming more than what we are. In practice, this means setting goals that stretch and challenge us, that push us out of our comfort zones. It means not hiding from our deficiencies, but confronting them with courage and moreover, fostering a growth mindset involves changing our relationship with failure. Instead of viewing failure as a reflection of our identity, we see it as a necessary step in the learning process, a temporary setback that provides valuable feedback and guides our future efforts. The stories of individuals who have harnessed the power of a growth mindset are legion. They are the inventors who persisted through countless failures to bring their visions to life, the athletes who overcame defeat to achieve greatness, and the ordinary people who, faced with extraordinary challenges, chose to persevere, to learn, and to grow. As we embark on our personal and professional journeys, let us remember that the most significant limitations we face are often the ones we impose on ourselves through our mindset. By choosing to adopt a growth mindset, we open ourselves to a world of possibilities. We empower ourselves to transform our dreams into reality, to turn our challenges into victories, and to live a life defined not by our circumstances, but by our resilience and determination. In the grand narrative of our lives, where each day writes a new page in the story of our journey, there exists a silent adversary, often unnoticed, yet profoundly influential in shaping the path we tread. This adversary, cloaked in the guise of comfort, builds around us a fortress, not of bricks and mortar, but of routine, familiarity, and the known. This fortress, while seemingly benign, serves as a prison limiting our growth, dimming our light, and curtailing the vast expanse of our potential. Today, let us embark on a quest, not of conquest, but of liberation, breaking free from the comfort zone. The comfort zone, as its name suggests, is a space of safety where risks are few and challenges scarce. It's a realm where predictability reigns supreme, and the unknown is kept at bay. While it offers a refuge from the storms of life, it also stifles the winds of change, the very gusts that propel us forward, urging us to explore, to grow, and to transcend our perceived limits. But why do we find ourselves ensnared in the clutches of comfort? The answer lies in our inherent aversion to discomfort, to the unease that accompanies the new and the unfamiliar. This aversion, while natural, is a barrier to our evolution. For it is in the crucible of challenge that we are refined, shaped into beings of strength, wisdom, and resilience. Breaking free from the comfort zone begins with a shift in perspective, a realization that the discomfort we fear is not an enemy, but a guide leading us toward untapped horizons of potential. It's understanding that every great achievement, every leap of progress has been birthed from the womb of discomfort, from the courage to venture beyond the familiar into the realm of possibility. To embark on this journey of liberation, we must first cultivate a mindset of adventure, a spirit of exploration that views the journey beyond the comfort zone not as a perilous voyage into the unknown, but as an exhilarating expedition into the depths of our untapped potential. This mindset, fueled by curiosity and a hunger for growth, becomes the compass that guides us, the light that illuminates the path ahead. Next, we must set our sights on goals that stretch us, that challenge the boundaries of our comfort. These goals, ambitious and daunting as they may be, are the beacons that draw us forward, urging us to venture beyond the walls of comfort. They are not just destinations, but catalysts for transformation, each step toward them a step toward becoming more than we were. As we journey beyond our comfort zone, we will undoubtedly encounter resistance, both from within and without. The voice of doubt will whisper tales of caution, urging us to retreat to the safety of the known. It is here, in the face of this resistance, that we must summon our courage, reminding ourselves that it is not in the sanctuary of comfort that we find fulfillment, but in the embrace of challenge. Breaking free from the comfort zone is not a solitary endeavor, but a journey enriched by the companionship of fellow travelers, mentors, friends, and guides who have traversed this path before us. Their wisdom, support, and encouragement become our strength, reminding us that the journey is as much about the connections we forge as it is about the barriers we break. In closing, let us not view the comfort zone as a bastion to be besieged, but as a cocoon to be shed, a temporary refuge that prepares us for the flight into the vastness of our potential. Let's embrace the discomfort of growth with open arms, for it is in the heart of challenge that we discover our true strength, our boundless resilience, and the infinite possibilities that await us. So as we stand on the threshold of the unknown, let us take a deep breath and step forward, not with trepidation but with determination, not with fear but with excitement. For it is beyond the confines of comfort that our greatest adventures await, that our most profound growth occurs, and that our most enduring successes are forged. Let us break free from the comfort zone and soar into the boundless sky of our potential, where dreams take flight, and the only limit is the breadth of our imagination. In the vast expanse of human potential, where dreams illuminate the path of the unknown and ambition fuels the journey of discovery, lies the power of setting boundless goals. It's in the realm of these boundless goals where we find the courage to stretch our wings, to soar beyond the horizon of the familiar, and to embrace the boundless sky of possibility. Today, let us delve into the art of setting goals that not only challenge the limits of our imagination, but also propel us toward a future rich with achievement and fulfillment. Setting boundless goals begins with a vision, a vivid painting of what we aspire to achieve, unconfined by the constraints of our current reality. This vision is not just a fleeting thought, but a beacon, illuminating the path toward our greatest aspirations. It is the foundation upon which we build the edifice of our dreams, brick by brick, with the mortar of determination and the blueprint of perseverance. But how do we craft such a vision? It starts with the audacity to dream big, to allow our minds to wander into the realms of the extraordinary, where what seems improbable is not impossible. It requires us to ask ourselves, what would I strive for if I knew no bounds? This question, simple yet profound, challenges us to explore the depths of our desires, to uncover the aspirations that lie buried beneath layers of doubt and fear. Once we have a vision that sets our soul ablaze, the next step is to transform this vision into tangible, boundless goals. These are not mere wishes cast into the wind, hoping for fruition, but commitments etched into the core of our being, compelling us to action. Setting boundless goals involves breaking free from the shackles of mediocrity, daring to chart a course toward greatness even when the destination lies beyond the map of the known. Yet setting these goals is just the beginning. The journey toward achieving them is paved with challenges, each demanding resilience, adaptability, and an unwavering belief in our capacity to overcome. It is a journey that tests not just our skills and knowledge, but the strength of our character and the depth of our commitment. As we embark on this journey, we must arm ourselves with a plan, a strategy that guides our steps, ensuring that each move we make brings us closer to our boundless goals. This plan is not a rigid itinerary, but a compass, offering direction while allowing for the detours that inevitably arise. It acknowledges that while the path may not be linear, each step forward, no matter how small, is a victory in the pursuit of our dream. But what fuels our journey toward these boundless goals is the power of belief, the conviction that what we aspire to achieve is within our grasp, even when it lies beyond the reach of our current capabilities. This belief is not born of naivety, but of a deep-seated knowledge that the potential within us is as vast as the universe itself, waiting only for the spark of action to ignite it into a blaze of achievement. In setting boundless goals, we must also cultivate the courage to face failure, not as a sign of defeat, but as a stepping stone on the path to failure. In the pursuit of boundless goals is not an endpoint, but a teacher offering lessons of invaluable worth, honing our strategies and refining our resolve. As we navigate the journey toward our boundless goals, let us remember that the true measure of success is not in the achievement of the goal itself, but in the person we become in the process. It is in the moments of struggle that we discover our strength, in the face of adversity that we find our courage, and in the pursuit of the extraordinary that we realize the boundless nature of our potential. In closing, let us embrace the challenge of setting boundless goals with open hearts and daring spirits. Let us step into the arena of possibility, armed with vision, fueled by belief, and guided by a relentless pursuit of excellence. For it is in the setting of boundless goals that we unlock the doors to a future brimming with promise, a future where our dreams are not just distant stars, but shining realities within our reach. In the grand symphony of life, each note played, each rhythm echoed, contributes to the melody of our existence. Among these notes, resilience and persistence stand out as the powerful chords that underpin the music of success. They are the virtues that, when cultivated, allow us to dance in the rain, to find harmony in discord, and to transform trials into triumphs. Today, let us explore the art of nurturing these qualities within ourselves, embarking on a journey that promises not just growth, but a profound transformation of our very beings. Resilience, the ability to bounce back from setbacks, and persistence, the unwavering determination to pursue our goals despite obstacles, are not gifts bestowed upon a fortunate few. They are seeds planted within each of us, waiting for the right conditions to bloom. The cultivation of these qualities begins with a shift in perspective, a realization that challenges are not barriers to our path, but the very terrain upon which we build our roads to success. Imagine for a moment a mighty river carving its way through the landscape. Encountering a boulder, it does not halt its journey. It flows around it, over it, or even through it, persisting in its course towards the ocean. Like the river, we too must learn to navigate the obstacles in our path, not with resignation, but with resilience and persistence, understanding that the journey towards our goals is often a winding one, filled with unexpected turns. To nurture resilience, we must first embrace vulnerability, recognizing that to face adversity is not a sign of weakness, but of courage. It is in our most vulnerable moments that resilience is forged, in the acknowledgement that while we may falter, we are never defeated unless we concede the defeat. Cultivating resilience involves building a mindset that views setbacks as temporary, as learning opportunities that prepare us for the challenges ahead. Moreover, resilience is nurtured through the practice of self-care and the cultivation of a support network. It requires us to be kind to ourselves, to acknowledge our efforts, and to forgive our shortcomings. It also calls for us to surround ourselves with individuals who uplift us, who remind us of our strengths when we are blinded by our failures, and who stand as pillars of support when the winds of adversity blow fierce. Persistence, on the other hand, is fueled by passion and purpose. It is the fire in our bellies that propels us forward, the unwavering commitment to our dreams that dictates our willingness to endure. To cultivate persistence, we must have a clear vision of what we are striving for, a goal so compelling that it draws us forth even when the path is steep and the night dark. Setting incremental goals, celebrating small victories, and maintaining a positive outlook are essential strategies for fostering persistence. They break down the journey into manageable steps, provide motivation through recognition of progress, and infuse our journey with optimism, ensuring that we remain steadfast in our pursuit, even when the destination seems distant. Yet resilience and persistence are not just about enduring hardship, but about transforming it. They are the alchemists that turn the lead of our struggles into the gold of achievement. They teach us that success is not a product of our circumstances, but of our response to those circumstances. That greatness is not born from ease, but from the relentless pursuit of excellence, despite the odds. As we cultivate these virtues within ourselves, let us remember that resilience and persistence are not just the keys to success, but the cornerstones of a life lived with purpose and passion. They empower us to rise after every fall, to continue the march towards our dreams, undeterred by the obstacles that lie in our path. In closing, let us commit to nurturing resilience and persistence within ourselves, to embarking on this journey with an open heart and an indomitable spirit. Let us face the challenges of life, not as burdens, but as blessings, opportunities to grow stronger, to become more, and to achieve the extraordinary. In the vast expanse of human endeavor, where ambition meets destiny, there are stories that stand as towering beacons of hope and inspiration. These are tales not just of success, but of transformation. Narratives that stretch the very fabric of possibility and speak to the indomitable spirit that resides within each of us. Today we delve into these success stories, into the lives of those who dared to live without limits, who embraced the boundless expanse of their potential and, in doing so, redefined the contours of the possible. There was once a young girl born into a world where the deck seemed stacked against her from the start. Hailing from a background marred by scarcity, where dreams were often surrendered to necessity, she harbored a vision that transcended the confines of her circumstances. Undeterred by the chorus of doubt and the weight of societal expectations, she charted a course toward a seemingly unattainable goal: to become a leading light in the realm of science, a field where few from her community had ventured. Through relentless pursuit, fueled by a belief in her own potential, she not only achieved her dream, but also became a beacon for countless others, proving that limitations are but illusions, waiting to be dispelled by the light of determination and hard work. Then consider the story of a young man, beset by challenges from an early age, who faced adversity not as a barrier, but as a crucible for growth, diagnosed with a condition that threatened to confine him to the margins of society. He chose instead to view his struggle as a unique perspective, a lens through which to see the world differently. Embracing his journey with resilience and persistence, he transformed his trials into triumphs, becoming a celebrated artist whose work transcends the conventional, touching the hearts and minds of people around the globe. His story is a testament to the power of perspective, of seeing beyond the immediate to the infinite potential that lies within. The mid's tales of trying the common thread, the courage to dream, to look beyond the horizon of the known, and to venture into the realm of what could be. These individuals did not achieve greatness in spite of their circumstances, but because of them. They understood that to live without limits is not to deny the existence of challenges, but to deny those challenges the power to define them. But how do we apply these lessons to our own lives? How do we begin to live without limits? It starts with belief, the belief in our own capacity to overcome, to adapt, and to achieve. This belief acts as the foundation upon which we build our dreams, brick by brick, fueled by the conviction that there is no ceiling too high, no distance too far, and no goal too audacious. Living without limits also demands action. It requires us to take deliberate steps toward our goals, to navigate the terrain of our ambitions with persistence and resilience. It calls for us to embrace failure not as a sign of defeat, but as a stepping stone on the path to success, understanding that every setback is imbued with the seeds of learning and growth. Moreover, living without limits means cultivating an environment that supports our aspirations. It involves surrounding ourselves with individuals who uplift and inspire us, who challenge us to reach higher and to dream bigger. It is in the alchemy of collective aspiration that we find the strength to push beyond our perceived boundaries and to forge a path toward our most audacious dreams. In closing, let us take inspiration from these success stories, from the lives of those who have dared to live without limits. Let us remember that the only true limitations are those we impose upon ourselves, and that the potential for greatness resides within each of us. Armed with belief, fueled by action, and supported by a community of dreamers and doers, there is no summit we cannot reach, no dream we cannot realize. As we stand at the precipice of concluding our journey together, a journey that has taken us through the valleys of self-imposed limitations and up the mountains of our boundless potential, let us pause and reflect on the essence of what we've uncovered. We've explored the landscapes of our minds and spirits, uncovering the power that resides within each of us to transcend the boundaries we once believed insurmountable. In this moment of reflection, let us solidify our resolve to live a life unchained, to embrace the boundless expanse of our potential with open arms and a daring heart. The stories we've shared, the principles we've unearthed, are not mere words, but beacons of light guiding us toward a future where limits exist only to be surpassed. We've seen that the fabric of our reality is woven not from the threads of our circumstances, but from the strength of our belief, the depth of our determination, and the resilience of our spirit. These stories, these lessons, are a testament to the power that lies within the grasp of each of us, waiting only for the courage to reach out and seize it. As we move forward from this moment, let us carry with us the knowledge that living without limits is not merely a concept, but a way of life. It is a commitment to continuously challenge the boundaries of our comfort zones, to question the validity of the word impossible, and to relentlessly pursue the expansion of our horizons. It is a pledge to not only dream of a life filled with achievement and fulfillment, but to actively construct it, brick by brick, with the mortar of our efforts and the blueprint of our dreams. To live without limits means to cultivate a mindset that welcomes change, that sees every challenge as an opportunity for growth, and every failure as a lesson in disguise. It means to surround ourselves with individuals who not only share our vision, but elevate it, who challenge us to rise higher and push further than we ever thought possible. It means to approach each day with a heart full of gratitude, for it is in gratitude that we find the strength to persevere, the clarity to see beyond our obstacles, and the wisdom to appreciate the journey as much as the destination. But let us also remember that the pursuit of a life without limits is not a solitary endeavor. It is a journey enriched by the stories of those who walk beside us, by the wisdom of those who have gone before us, and by the legacy we leave for those who will follow. It is a journey that calls for us to not only lift ourselves, but to extend our hands in support of others, to light the way for those who wander in the darkness of doubt and fear. In conclusion, as we step forth from this gathering, let us do so with a renewed sense of purpose, with eyes open to the endless possibilities that await us. Let us embrace the challenges that lie ahead, not with trepidation but with excitement, for it is through these challenges that we will forge our path to greatness. Let us be fearless in the pursuit of our dreams, for it is in this fearlessness that we find our true power. Let this not be an end, but a beginning, the start of a new chapter in our lives, where we live fully, love deeply, and strive unceasingly toward the fulfillment of our potential. Let us leave behind the shackles of limitation and step into the light of possibility, where every day is an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to transcend. So, as we go forth, let us go with the knowledge that within each of us lies an inexhaustible well of strength, resilience, and potential. Let us go with the belief that there are no limits to what we can achieve when we dare to dream, to believe, and to act. And let us go with the conviction that, indeed, the best of our journey lies not behind us but ahead, in the boundless expanse of our future.
till the day I die. Straight ahead.